Some of this, some of that podcast.
Tune in right now. It's Coach Mo. Yo, Tise, talk to him.
We got drops.
We got drops. Don't play with us.
Hey, we back with drops on y'all.
Got drops on that.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, first of all, before we get into the BS, okay.
Why we gotta be getting into BS?
Because this is the first episode back. We're gonna get to some BS.
Yeah.
What episode is this? That's the main question.
Bro, you know what?
That's the main question.
That is the main question, and I believe
episode.
I think it's 121.
I believe you're right.
I'm gonna make sure because that's crazy. It's been so long. I didn't even go back to look and see when the last one.
I think it's episode 121.
It's 120.
Episode 120.
120. That's a better number. 120.
Okay, 120.
Yeah.
Episode 120.
Yeah.
Some of this, some of that podcast. I'm your host, Coach Mo.
Damn, we should be on like episode 200. That's all right. We gonna catch up.
We got Tise. She's back.
What up?
Yo, Tise, talk to him.
So
I like that.
You like that? You like
Yeah.
that? I know you like,
I like
that. Yeah, I know you like that. Hey, we back, everybody. We got drops. We back at Sonic Palace Studio.
Yes.
You know, we back here in this lovely, what's this, Elmwood Park? That's what I call it.
Basically.
Yeah. So, episode 120. It's been a long time coming.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's been a
long time, especially since we've been in the studio. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anyway, I feel good.
Me too.
Feel great.
I'm excited.
I'm glad to be back because I appreciate the people who's been reaching out. You know, saying, man, when y'all gonna get back to podding? Because you know, there's been a lot happening, Tise.
Yeah.
Been a lot going on. A lot of ratchet stuff been going on.
Definitely.
You know, a lot of stuff in sports, politics. So it's been a whole bunch of stuff. So we ain't had a chance to talk about it. But now we back. With tonight's episode. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
All that good stuff.
Make sure you follow the IG page, SOTSOTPod. All right, we're going to get this viewership up, back at it again.
Yes.
So, let's start. What has been going on, Tise, since the last time we potted? What have you been up to? Everything else? Did you find a pot of $1 million? You just want to tell the world now, or what? Millionaire?
If I found a pot of $1 million, I know in this day and age, that's not like a whole lot of money, but it's enough money for me to turn my phone off.
Oh,
it's enough money for me. I mean, it's just me. I don't have no kids. It's just me and my cat, and so
wait, you and your what?
Okay. My pets.
Oh, okay. I'm
pet
like, whoa.
Gigi, okay? It's just me
the way
and
you
my
said
cat.
that, whoa, I'm like.
So I could definitely.
I know you single, but damn.
I mean, it's not enough money to retire, but I could pay off some bills and, start a little business and stuff like that.
Okay.
And, but now I ain't found a pot to go. I'm still working, bro. Still working for the man. Unfortunately. But like I said, I always say, I know I told you this, but I have a 3-year plan to be done with corporate America. So that's my ultimate goal. So
okay.
Yeah. But now life been lifing, life been lifing, and it's been a lot going on from the time we probably last podcast. I mean, lost a lot of people. I had 2 cousins pass away this summer. So back to back. I was at the funeral for one cousin, and the other cousin passed on that same day.
Wow!
Like at the repast, we got the call. So, it's been interesting. It's been rough, but
well,
we still here. God is still good.
God is still good.
Yeah.
We thankful we still here. I know it's been. For me, because we always talk, but for me, it's been one hell of 2025,
year, bro. Yeah,
it's been one of 2025, man.
Yeah.
But I think now I'm in such a better headspace. Shout out to like my friends, especially like you. You was always reaching out. Kaya, Tarion, like all my other friends, my inner circle friends, my homies reaching out, and then shout out to the people who was reaching out, who, really don't know me, but because they follow me on social, they was checking on me. Like, it's just a lot of people, too many to name.
Yeah.
But y'all know who y'all are. I appreciate that. When people say life be lifing, I used to say it because it was funny to me. But when you actually go through something,
man, bro, yeah,
that phrase really holds true. Because life do be lifing.
it be lifing.
And it was hard because, I still have a family to take care of. I still have to provide. I still got to be dad. Still got to be husband. But when you going through them little moments where you just like, man, I ain't gonna lie. I really was having one of them, this shit ain't fair moment.
Yeah.
Like, I was really having one of them moments.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't fair.
Yeah.
But, reading, people giving me stuff to read. That Bible is a mofo. That Bible will get you straight. I don't care what nobody say. But I got it together. And so now I can honestly say the last 2 months, it's been real good. My mental has been real good. So fellas, I'm telling you this, just a little PSA from Coach Mo, like for real. When you can't figure stuff out, don't try to lean into your own understanding. Go get you some help. It's okay to talk to somebody, because I'm telling y'all, your mind is the most powerful thing in your body, because your mind will have you thinking something that's not really true.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't saying I was suicidal, everybody, so I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is your mind really makes you think like, hey, this ain't gonna never end.
Right.
So
And that's what therapy is important too, bro.
Yes.
Like, and even if you don't go to therapy, even if you don't go like all the time, sometimes it's just good to even get an initial talk out, and then maybe you will find that you have to keep talking. But it's just like, if it's, therapists, it's like I remember seeing like a picture where it was like, it's like, imagine your brain being like yarn, and it's a whole bunch of mixed up yarn. And the therapist, they're not telling you what to do; they're helping you unravel it, untangle it, string by string.
That's a perfect example.
It's good because, like you said, sometimes your mind will start making you think things that are not true.
Yes.
And like you said, life still goes on. Life don't stop. You still a dad. You still a husband. You still you. You still have to work, and life doesn't stop. So it's just like, how do I deal with what I'm dealing with? How do I deal with grief? How do I deal with all this stuff and then still function? It's hard.
It is
because we're
hard.
adults now, bro. And it's just like, yeah, thank God our parents are still here, but at the same time, they still, they life into, they in different stages of their life. So it's just like, it's hard. And then people think like there's a time limit on grief, or even just not even so much grief, but just things. You can be good for a month, and then something can happen where it's just set you off, like, and it disables you kind of a little bit, like, man, it just sets you back. So the same thing, I thank God for like having like a strong circle of friends and family that, my mama, if nobody don't know what's on my mama always knows. She gonna always be like, you okay? Like, she knows her daughters, and she gonna always, check on us when we're being not ourselves.
Not ourselves, yeah. And I'm gonna give a special shout out to like my wife, because she
it's the captain.
Hey man, like I ain't trying to pander or whatever. I mean, I really don't care.
It's okay, you can pander.
I really don't care what
you
nobody
can be a panda
think.
bear, bro.
But when you got a woman who go stay there beside you, even when you ain't really like yourself, and she still may put up with like, I ain't feeling well, I got an attitude, I got a mood, but she's still understanding.
Yeah.
And man, look, I don't care what nobody
next
say.
level, bro.
It is. And you got to be appreciative, because she understood what I was dealing with, and she understood that. So she just gave me my space and my time. She kept always telling me, "Go talk to somebody. Talk to me. Go talk to somebody." And you need that.
Yeah.
I didn't turn to the bottle.
It's good.
I didn't turn to the cocaine. I wasn't walking around here. I wasn't walking around here. Hey, who got some of that white powder? I wasn't doing none of that. You know what I mean? I ain't turned to the Tito's, none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
But shoot, bro, sometimes even if you don't turn none of that, if you still at home and you're not like functioning, that's still detrimental to you, because you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not being yourself. You're not being yourself to your family. You're not functioning well. And stress, that's the silent killer. That's the thing that kills people a lot of time, especially black men, because y'all don't have that space where to me, I don't know, you're the black man, but the space to be vulnerable, it hasn't always been there. You know what I'm saying? So, well,
that's why you have to have, at least if you have a partner or a spouse, if she or he allows you to be vulnerable, it helps. Yeah. Because grief really don't go away.
It don't.
Like, I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
It don't really go away. Yeah. It lingers. Sometimes, you will have, I speak for myself, I may have a great week. But on day 9, that little mofo of grief hanging over my head, and then I have my little moment where I'm like, I don't really want to do nothing today.
You learn how to deal with it.
I'm in my feelings, whatever.
Yeah. And that's okay to be. You have to feel that. Yeah. You got to feel that, because I feel like if you suppress it, that makes it worse. Yeah. You got to feel that. Like, I used to try to, like, after someone passed that I was close to, I would try, when you have those things, like, especially when my grandmother's passed, it's like certain things remind you of them, and then it's just be like, you try to suppress it, but then, like, I had to learn to be like, I feel like crying. I don't know why. That reminded me of my grandma. Just cry, and then allow it. You just have to go through those emotions. You know what I'm saying?
And it works, because crying does work.
It does.
Hell, I was that first week and a half, 2 weeks, boy, I was crying so much, but I felt better.
It does. Yeah.
But I was crying like a big old baby.
Yeah.
I was crying like out of the blue.
Yeah.
But like, just to make you laugh, like when I get done crying, like I could vision my homie just saying to me, "Yo, soft ass." Like, I can see him just cracking jokes at me.
I can definitely see that.
What you crying for, bro? Go smoke you a cigar. Get your ass up. Go drink you something. So, and then, I have my laughter and all that. So, I'm just happy right now. Like I said, I'm in a good space. It may change. Like, my birthday coming up. Yeah. And
those kind of things make you
him remember. Not being around. Yeah. Because every birthday, he was always around. So, I may have that little moment. Like when my homie Damien's birthday was in May. Yeah. We kicking it at his crib. We trying, but we still fresh off the loss.
It's a lot, yeah.
But we trying, and then he really couldn't enjoy his birthday. It was just me and him, and then my homie James came up. So it was just, for people who, I think if people who have close friends who grew up since the birth, like when y'all was shorties, when you lose one, it really is. It is different. The group chat not the same no more. Yes. The events.
It's like a party you left.
Yes.
Like a party you left.
Yes.
People don't understand that, because, like you said, you had to have somebody that you grew up with, like we have. Yes. And how that's like y'all connected in a different kind of way. So it's just like when you lose some of that, that's deep.
Deep.
That's not like you said, that's something that probably will never go away. You just learn how to live with it,
And that's what we all doing. Like, we all doing it. Like I said, we all have our moments. But
I always say, Simple got the skeletons. he got almost skeletons.
Listen, that dude, like, the running joke is like, hey man, if something ever happened to me, take my phone, throw it in the Chicago River. That was always a running joke. That was a running joke. But but everybody got a friend like that. Yeah. He was just that type. He used to say, man, look, I don't care where we at. If one of y'all get into it with somebody, I don't care. We getting into it. Now, on the way home, I'm going to cuss you out. Right. Because if it was some bullshit.
Right. But you got us in some BS.
That's the type of friend he was.
That's the kind of friend you need.
That's the type of friend you need. Absolutely. He didn't care. He just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
I got you.
Yeah. Like that, that from that movie, The Town, when Ben Affleck walked in there, and he was like, look, I got to hurt some people. We got to hurt some people. I can't tell you who and where, but I just need you to come with me. Yeah. So his friend was like, who car we taking? Right. That's Seneca. Yeah. Yeah. In a nutshell. Yep. That was him. Yep. He didn't care. Like, all right.
Yep. That's how me and my friends are.
And that's special.
Yes.
I mean, we don't advocate violence, but
absolutely,
it's just the loyalty. That's the part. It's the loyalty part. Yeah. So, but so other than that, we back on the pod. So let me get an air horn sound. All right, it's been a lot going on, but I want to get into this. I want to get into Ciara.
Ciara.
Because if I look at dudes a little weird now. It was already weird the way dudes was acting, but now I'm really looking at some of these dudes now. So just to let everybody know, so Ciara, oldest son, little Future, whatever they call him.
His name is Future.
His name is Future?
His name is Future, yeah.
So it came out, I think last week, that she had his name changed.
His name really didn't change. She added Wilson to his name years ago.
So the thing that was perplexing to me is that nobody would have never known until they showed Russell, her, and the kids and put their names on the what's the name.
Somebody did it on purpose, yeah.
And that's where this storm came, where people was like, oh, she changed his name. That's wrong. But here's the thing. I don't know the dynamics of her and Future. I don't know if he take care of the boy, if he's a father. I don't know that. What I do know is this. If you are not taking care of your kids, if you are a complete 100% deadbeat, your child should not have your name. I'm just being flat out honest.
Okay.
Yeah, you may have come for me, but that's easy to do. Like if we can keep it a buck, it's easy. You can just bust in a chick and get her pregnant.
Yeah.
I mean how much effort does that take?
None. Yeah.
So if you're refusing to be in your child's life, you're just a sperm donor. Why should you? Why how do you deserve my name? That's just me. I'm saying this as a man because see, again, I have to go back to how I was raised. I was raised by men that was like, hey, I don't give a hell where you shoot your dick at. If you make a baby, you're gonna take care of it.
And I think he has about 10 babies or something, or close to, yeah.
So, but it's a lot of men upset. Calling Russell Lane, his simp, all this. And
the whole Russell Lane thing it always is that's always mind-boggling to me because it's just, I think there's a sector of men, not men in general, but there's a sector of men that hate to see women happy. No, seriously, they hate to see women happy, and I believe that because it's a reflection of the women that you made unhappy. The women that you shitted on and the women that have moved on from you. So now it's like any man who's making somebody else happy, now he's a lame and he's corny, he's this. That's just childish to me personally. But the whole name change thing, I feel like I knew people growing up who took their stepfather's name. And I can see it, especially when you're kids. When we was kids, I knew people that their last name changed when their mom got married. But it wasn't like he wasn't around. It was like, but that guy had been around forever. Like, let's say 10 years. They finally got married. And then it was like, oh, I took my stepdad's last name. Right. And because that's who was taking care of them. Right. You know what I'm saying? But in Ciara's defense, she didn't take away Future's last name. She just added Wilson. And I can see that, I believe when she was saying it maybe a long time ago when she mentioned it was just the fact that wanting all the kids to have the same last name. And I think not making him feel like you're the only one. So if you got 3 other kids, they all Wilson, and then you the oldest, and your name is, whatever. Williams, right? It's just like. But
your little brother and sister is Wilson.
Yeah. And so I think now they're all Wilson, and then he's been in that boy life since before he was 1. I mean, he was like barely walking when him and Ciara started talking. And people remember that. People were mad about that. They was like, why she got him around that baby, around her son, and he only won and stuff. That was the thing. You know what I'm saying? So, I just think that people just.
But he loved that boy like he was his own son.
You can tell from the beginning.
So why does it matter? If he's raising that boy to be a young man, to be productive in this society,
and that's who he's in the house with.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Like we worry about the wrong thing.
People are on the wrong thing. Like people, I think that's just people. That's their projection though too, bro. Like people just be. To me, it's just like what. There's nothing to get upset about that.
It's not to me in that situation.
And I believe that in my, we could be totally off, but I believe if Future was really like in, his life like that, like I don't think that Russ would be like, I think he might feel different about like attaching his name then because this is somebody, you know what I'm saying? I think most men would.
Because I would.
Yeah.
I honestly would.
It would be different.
I'd be like, nah, babe, I don't think you need to do that. He don't need that. She don't need to have my last name.
Yeah.
She has a daddy.
Yeah.
He's in her life.
Yeah.
I'm just a bonus dad.
Yeah.
We ain't got to change that.
And I believe he probably would have handled it that way.
Okay.
But I believe that since he's been in his life since he was one and,
that's all he know. I mean, he know that's.
I remember a long time ago, Ciara, where they was asking about how co-parenting is. I remember she started laughing. Like, she didn't say nothing. She just started laughing.
And when she laughed, for me, I said, yeah, that dude probably don't do shit for that boy.
Yeah. And I remember like I remember reading something where it was like she said that he's always at the grandma house.
You know what that means.
Yeah. And we see that in real life.
Yeah, we know what that
means. We see that
means.
in real life when the baby daddy got the baby and
he
got the
bringing
baby
his mama house.
And that's his
and he
weekend.
stayed there for the whole
So,
for the
I
whole
don't know.
weekend.
And Future got like Future of my baby mamas, have said stuff about him not being active in their lives, the kids' lives. So it's just like, that's something that he has to deal with. But people always highlight the Russ and Ciara because it's Russ, And I just think, bro, I think people have a problem with, like, it's so crazy. People talk about women not moving on and being stuck with baby daddy, but when you get a woman that move on, then you talk about her. Mm-hmm. Then it's like, oh, she doing too much. Do y'all want women to move on, or do you want her to be toxic and be stuck on a stupid dude?
Well, the toxic box, that's a whole nother conversation. You know how that go. But anyway, yeah. But
at this age, we should be done with the toxic box.
I don't think so,
bro.
At this
stage in the game, this like toxic box to me should not be getting grown men excited. Bro, at 40, we still excited about toxic box.
Jeez, it's some 50-year-old toxic box that's still getting dudes shooting at each other.
I can't. May that box. May that, cock never finds me.
Oh, my
okay?
God.
I don't want it.
That cock never finds me.
May it never find me because I don't have time.
Hey, what's that prompt? Talk to her. Hit that prompt sound, God.
Yo, Tise.
I'm just saying, I don't want that. I mean, because I don't even have the energy, bro. I'm talking about, like, to be arguing with some. Listen, baby, you can have it. You can have it. I am not doing that at this. Since the last pod, I have turned another year. I am 44. 44. What is we doing here? I don't need that, bro. I'm not about the toxic.
What about the spirit of competition?
That ain't okay. See, now I'm be in my bag now. See, now I ain't gonna
we gonna pod. We might as well.
Listen.
Okay, here we go. Hey, hit the teeth. Hit the teeth.
Listen. I'm just saying. Now, I'm not in the competitive thing.
Okay.
But listen.
Okay.
I ain't no chump change.
Okay?
I'm not no little, you dig. You know what I'm saying? This is premium. Okay.
Whoa.
Let me just say that. Okay. I don't like to say that, but I'm just. We're not gonna do that.
She said it's premium.
It's premium.
You got Wagyu.
Wagyu. Okay, I'm just saying that's not.
It's different.
It's different. It's different. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
Okay.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not. If that's what you want, have it. It's not me. Okay? It's not me. So I'm never gonna argue with no ladies about that stuff. And you can ride them to the sunset. Go ahead, boo boo. My knees is tied anyway. So
Oh God.
done. Knees are done. So what are we talking about? So yeah. But anyway, yeah. I think we should be done with.
We should be done toxic. Okay. Well, just to wrap up the Future and Ciara thing. Like I said, if I think Ciara is a smart woman. I think everything she does isn't to demean men.
She's moved on.
She has.
She's moved on.
I don't think she's spiteful. I don't think she's trying to be vindictive or anything. Mm-hmm. I think she's moved on. She's enjoyed being married. She's enjoyed being a mom. And I just think for some people, that Ciara Russ Future thing really bothers people.
Yeah, because he's Russell Wilson, and because that's the thing that some men who mess up, they be scared of. Like if she was with another Future, right? Like a rapper. Now Future's a big rapper. I mean, he is. He's one of the most popular. Probably one of,
successful
rappers. He is what he is. But if she was with somebody else, like in that vein, you know what I'm saying, like with the toxic stuff, they wouldn't care. But because he's polar opposite, and because of how he outwardly loves her, and because it's like healthy, like some people are so used to seeing toxic, bro. Like it just, they think it's phony because they never experienced that or they never seen it. So it's like, oh, he phony, he corny, and she doing this to.
Well,
it's Russell Wilson. What are we talking about? I mean, he's one of the most successful football players. What are we saying?
Listen, I like Russ. I don't care if he never been in a black barbershop. That's fine.
I think he been. Now, since he got with Ciara, I think
you think I don't know. I think he still go to Smart Clips.
I think you know what? Now, you know what? Up until last season, Patrick Mahomes was definitely going to Supercuts. But he's got a black haircut. Now, you seen that?
He got a barber. I seen it on the thing.
He's got a barber. He said that he was like, "Well, nobody never let him know, sir, you have a black daddy. Why your daddy didn't take you to a black?"
I don't think his daddy knows he's black, but that's a whole nother story.
His daddy is black, but
he don't.
his daddy is country black,
but he don't act like it.
You don't think so? I think his dad acts very like his dad.
The only time his daddy acts black
when he drunk.
Yes, there we go. That's when his daddy acts black.
Well,
when he off that Coke 45, that's when he acts black.
Oh Lord, got that cognac in him. Yeah. He be cutting up. He be cutting up bad.
Sound. Let me get an air horn.
Yeah, that's funny.
So for the last, I would say 3 weeks, maybe almost a month, Chicago has been on the forefront of national TV. Mm-hmm. All because Chicago is Gotham City. It's crime-ridden. Donald Trump wants to bring the feds in, the National Guards, and we've been hearing about that the last 3 weeks.
Can't just do that, but okay.
And, you got the left and the right going back and forth about it. You got people, celebs, saying Chicago is a terrible place. Meanwhile, Chicago was just voted the greatest city in the United States. Mm-hmm. One of the best cities for tourism, mm-hmm. but that's neither here nor there. Mm-hmm. So then you have...
It's here and there.
Then you have the president a couple weeks ago said, the place is a hellhole. It's the murder capital of America.
It's not.
I don't know when that happened.
It's not.
And I'm not downplaying this. Just because 50 people get shot over a weekend, that doesn't mean it's the murder capital of America.
It's a huge population.
Huge population.
Yeah. And
for the last 6 months, the numbers, the true numbers, the data has shown that this is not a crime-ridden city in terms of the stats. Mm-hmm. Stats have been down compared to years in the past. Mm-hmm. I've read this was the first summer since 1965 where the murder rate was the lowest it's ever been. Now, that's impressive.
It is. You can tell.
That's impressive.
You can tell.
Homicides are even down compared to, I think it was 5 years ago, mm-hmm. we had like 280 some odd murders versus it was like up to almost 400.
Yeah.
So if those numbers are saying that, the question becomes, why are there so many Chicagoans advocating for a military presence in a city with the third largest population? Mm-hmm. In a city where if there is a military presence, there's going to be curfews implemented when there's a military presence. There's going to be certain things, certain rights that you won't have anymore when the military is present. Mm-hmm. I think people don't understand this. Martial law, you don't want that in the city of Chicago. Mm-mm. Because if there's martial law, you Negroes can't go to Family Den. You can't go to Po Fred's. Okay?
Yeah.
You can't go to Reese's on 87th. you can't do none of that stuff you normally do because there's a curfew. And I'm not done. You hippies on the north side, y'all can't go outside and kick it like you used to, because the martial law would be for the entire city,
Right?
not just west side and the south side, the entire city. And we all know how white people get when you tell them they can't do something. Matter of fact, we just seen that yesterday, but we'll get into that later. So people who didn't pay attention in civics class and government got to understand, when there's martial law, which has only happened maybe once or twice in this country history for a reason, but when there's martial law, that means all your rights as a citizen are gone. Meaning the National Guard, the military, can literally come in your house, arrest you. Ain't no due process.
Right.
Ain't no Miranda rights being met. Right. None of that.
Right.
The police actually strip from their power.
Yeah.
So I think people
to take over.
I think people need to, when people say bring them in, they need to bring them in. No, they don't. What we need to do is bring in the feds to help solve these unsolved murders that never get solved. Give these families some closure. Put these dudes away who riding around with switches. Arrest them.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. And we all know this, and this is my opinion, and I think some people agree with me. Bringing in the feds here and the military presence, they're only going to go protect one area of the city.
Absolutely.
That's the Gold Coast downtown.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to protect. They're not going to be walking up down Madison and Pulaski.
They're not going to be walking up and down Madison and Pulaski, because here's the thing. When people call for martial law to me, bro, my problem is it's the gun control. We know what the problem is. It's guns. How are they getting here? Where are they coming from? They know where they're coming from, bro. Okay? They know who's selling them to these people. They're literally infesting it in the community and saying, "Oh my gosh, I don't understand. You had 200 deaths." I mean, you put guns in the neighborhood store for them to get it, and you get it to these kids. It's a propaganda thing where they don't know how to shoot. They just got guns. You know what I'm saying? It's a gun problem to me. It's a gun problem that we know where these illegal guns are coming from. They're not going on to the suburbs selling all these guns. They're buying them. Someone is purchasing them. We know that, but they don't care. You don't really want to stop the gun problem, because you could stop it by stop putting guns in the neighborhood. But it's a money thing, just like the country is
capitalism.
It's capitalism. Just how, like, we know what is giving us cancer, but the FDA approves what? Everything. We eat garbage.
Yeah, we do.
And then garbage. But
it'd be good though. No, but
you mean
you're
right?
Though.
But
right.
Big Pharma, you could stop cancer if you wanted. You mean to tell me we've had all these walks for 50 years and you don't have no cure? Of course you do.
I believe that.
Of course you do.
No, I do believe that.
And then the small print always say, like, what you can't. But getting off, it's a gun problem. To me, we know where the guns are coming from. If you really want to stop the violence, stop pumping guns into the community.
Okay.
That's one thing. And then also, too, they trying to, like, use a little brush for a bigger problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and to me, I am tired of the young. It's a community thing. Like, the federal government can't fix the mindset, bro. That's a community thing that we have to do as Black people. That's the only. It starts with their parents, their grandparents, the neighborhood. It's a community thing. No amount of. I have not seen in history where a presence of more policing has solved our community problems. It's gonna get so instead of having y'all shooting each other, then you just have more guns shooting on you. You have more cops shooting you. That's just gonna be the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Big difference.
It's a community thing that I don't know how we fix it, but it's a community. We have to fix our mentality first, and it's messed up because people are trying, bro. It's community.
I know.
It's so many services out there that are that are available to young people that are trying to get them, to learn trades and to get them something to do. It's, to me, a lot of it is parenting in the sense that, in the effort of trying to be like, I'm not gonna raise my kids like I was raised, because I got so many whoopings, and I'm gonna do soft parenting, and all these kids got so much. When you watch these little drive-bys, these little dudes got on Jordan, skinny jeans, all this stuff. You got everything. Yeah. You're not. It's not because you're starving. You're not starving. You're not starving. You came out here to steal because it's.
They don't be starving.
Because you're bored.
Yeah.
You haven't been able to do, and you're excited about what you see in your algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And your undeveloped mind tells you that, I couldn't die. But all it takes is one person, which we're seeing now more and more often, is you run up on the wrong person with concealed and carry.
You'll get your ass shot.
You gonna get shot.
Yeah.
You cross the gun line, boss. Like they said that on life. Like, if you cross this, you will get shot.
But see, here's the conservative side of me. I don't have an issue with that because if you run up on me, and I'm licensed, I'm in fear for my life, you trying to rob me, you gonna probably be in the dirt.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
I pray you know the Lord. That's all I can think I tell you.
It's unfortunate. I mean, I'm against the. I get it. I don't want to see another young.
I hate it.
Dude, black die. Yeah. But if he out here doing wrong,
it's and they know that's when I say it's parenting, bro. Because when you see these videos of all these kids doing these little meetups, bro, and
that's stupid.
It's so, bro. When we was kids, we hung out together and we went to the Taste of Chicago. We didn't go down there on no BS.
We didn't fuck with nobody.
No.
That's my issue.
You went down there to have fun, hang out with your friends, and you went home.
Yes.
And you went home and your parents let you go and they trusted you. If I was down there acting a fool, you best believe Bill was going to be like, ma'am, you ain't going nowhere for the next 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
But again, that's the difference with this generation is that
they're not being parents.
We was going down there to get numbers to talk to chicks.
Right.
And see how many numbers we going to have. I could be lying and say I got 5.
Or going down there with your boyfriend and to take a picture at the...
We weren't jumping on the CTA buses. We weren't jumping on cars when they stopping at the red light.
Cussing adults.
Beating up old people. Like, come on.
Who does that?
You a big man. You tough because you whooped an elderly person. Like, come on,
you don't get no extra credit for that. You look like a goofy for doing that.
So when people be like, we too hard on these kids because we did stupid stuff too.
Yeah.
No. You may have did stupid stuff.
Yeah.
But no. We didn't do no stuff where we jumping on CTA buses.
No.
And we down there robbing people for their phones or like slapping people in the back of their head. Like, come on, man.
And just because I was at your house or at one of my other friends' house, that didn't make me feel like I got the freedom to act a fool. Because I know
hell no.
if Miss Katie saw me acting a fool, she gonna cuss me out and she gonna tell my mama and daddy.
Yep.
And you gonna get double it. Yep. I ain't finna go to Lucy house acting stupid. Lucy gonna get up on us. Yeah. And then she gonna tell my dad, yeah, I got them. I met, we're gonna argue. We had a community a circle where your friends, like, it's to me, I hate to say it, it's just like our generation, our friends who are raising some of these kids, not just our friends, but in general, it's a generational thing where I feel like our generation are too soft for it, because these are their kids that's out here doing that stuff. No, I'm just being honest, bro. These are our generation kids, these YNs, which I hate that term. I know you hate the term. But these YNs, it's them doing that, and it's just like stop saying it's a lack of resources. They got more than we ever had.
Yeah, your boy be saying that Jamal Green. That's his favorite thing.
They got resources.
They ain't nothing about no
They got resources. It's if you're not taking advantage of the resources,
and
if your parents are not making, if you see all these kids on these buses and you see your child there, and when they get home they ain't in trouble, that's the problem.
You supposed to whoop their ass.
Hello.
You supposed to have consequences.
And if you don't want to whoop their ass, then you should be taking something. It should be a punishment. It should be. These kids are not scared. I have to tell kids in my building, like, I would never curse in front of. I'm a grown woman, and it's an older person. I wouldn't say stuff in front of.
I still don't.
Out of respect.
Yeah.
Kids get on the elevator cussing. And I'd be like, oh, I'm not. It's no adults around, huh? I'm an adult. Don't cuss with me around, because I'm everybody's auntie. Okay, so you can't just be talking willy nilly around me, and I'm on the elevator, and I'm not your friend. But you shouldn't. But why don't your parents tell you that you shouldn't be cussing in front of adults? Because they let them do that.
Well, I was told that. Actually, I didn't have to be told that. I just kind of knew, like,
I couldn't cuss in front of my
they're
parents.
elders, they're adults.
You shouldn't do that.
Maybe I shouldn't say that around them with my friends. It's just different. I don't know, it's just different.
Yeah.
But, to wrap up this topic, Chicago don't need military. Chicago needs people and our culture, our community to just
stop that not snitching stuff.
Just be held accountable. Because, again, if you put more police out here on the streets, that's going to mean more people going to jail.
And they need to fill the jails up, so.
And what are we really solving? Like, yeah, I get it. If you do the crime, I get all that. I'm not saying I'm not anti-police at all. But I'm also a person, I just feel like, I have a lot of police friends who are best friends of mine. They keep it a buck with me. These police, other police, they not really out here trying to really care, because the consequences of them trying to do their job, there's consequences behind that now because of what's happened over the years with people being so anti-police. So it's one of them things where it's like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I understand where a lot of them coming from.
Yeah.
And bringing in military here is not the answer.
It's always weird to me, though, bro, too. Like, the military on your own people is kind of just... I never look at the military as just like... You look at military, to me, it's always been that this is what we have, and we are in... conflict with another country.
Well, you talk to somebody who's been in the military, they all agree that the military is not trained for
civilians to be against
cities.
Yeah,
that's not what they're trained for.
Yeah,
so they'll all say that's a bad idea.
Yeah, because if your brain is, and if you are trained to be a killer, it's hard to turn off. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to turn it off in the sense of, oh, this is my neighbor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just not a bet.
M16 will do a lot of damage to a YN.
We don't want a military state. We don't want a military state.
M4s now.
Oh, that's crazy.
Way more. Yeah. See, so that's what I'm saying. We don't need that here.
Yeah.
We don't need it here.
Yeah. We don't need a military state.
We don't need that. We don't need that.
They're gonna come through a mounted turret, 50 cals and 240. The thing is, they're gonna run out of ammo. The military ain't.
Right, because they got the guns.
Absolutely.
They got the guns.
They got more guns.
They got more guns.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just you don't want that kind of it's, to me, the mental like the subconscious mental thing of seeing like military in your neighborhood. Like, you see that in other countries.
Yeah.
And you see the disarray that it has too. Yeah. Why would we want that?
I made a post.
Why would we want that?
I made a post 2 weeks ago. I said, Chicago is not the Gaza Strip, no matter what the national media tries to tell you.
Yeah.
It's not.
And so many people come to Chicago and say it's their favorite city.
A lot of people say that.
And we be here. We don't take advantage of the architecture downtown. Like, every summer, I haven't been in a long time, but every summer I always be like, I'm gonna go do the architecture tour because I love it.
Yeah.
Because just to see the skyline, and just like, man, these people actually built this, and how it's really beautiful.
It's a lot of stuff to do here.
It's really beautiful.
You just see. Here's the thing. There's a lot of stuff to do here, but you can't just be stuck in your same neighborhood and not go anywhere. I tell people all the time, it's places in Chicago I'm not going. And I'm from the hood.
Right.
It's places on the west side I still won't go.
Hell no.
People, you afraid? No. I just don't want to get shot.
Right. Well, I'm not going to walk into danger. Hey, danger. No.
No, it's places on the south side. I'm not going to O Block. What the fuck I want to see O Block for?
If people come and taking pictures in front of them, it's stupid to me.
Why I want to see? Why I want to drive around there and then risk getting shot in my ass because they think I'm an op? You know how the YN say it. They think I'm an op.
Yeah, I don't have time
I'm
for that.
almost a 50-year-old man. I ain't no fucking op.
It's too much. And the crazy thing is, bro, like you said, it's so much to do here, and people they stay in their little bubble.
They stay in their bubble.
And you can't. It's so much free stuff to do here.
Yes.
It's so much free things to do. Even in the different museums,
yes.
they have free days. It be concerts at Millennium Park all the time. It's so much free stuff to do.
It's
here.
a lot to do in Chicago, especially in the summer.
Especially in the summer, and it's so many things here for the kids to do too. But if you don't put your kids in programs, I'll tell you, I volunteer for a program.
Mm-hmm.
I always say that. You know, it's hard to try to find kids to get summer jobs. We have to beg. Because
gotta beg them.
you have to. Kids don't want to work.
I know.
That's
a whole nother issue.
Because they got everything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's Chicago. We don't need. First of all, you just can't do that. That's not how the law works.
Nope.
You just can't just be like, oh, we're gonna bring you. It's checks and balances for a reason.
That's why the governor was like.
That's why all the governors was like,
whatever, man. You whatever.
do it if you.
Yeah,
and he pulled back on it because he knows somebody. Because he don't know, but somebody told him, yeah, you can't do that. You know, it's against the law. But
stay your goofy ass over there.
And he's the biggest goof.
Sound. Let me get an air horn.
The biggest.
All right, Tise, we got to talk about this because it happened yesterday, 24 hours ago, actually. Charlie Kirk. Now, I'm going to be honest. I vaguely know about him. The stuff I know about him is because of social media. I always saw that he was always going back and forth with students on college campuses. I know he's a real stern, hardcore conservative. He's 31 years old. He's from Illinois, actually. So he was at an event yesterday doing his, I think he has a platform that he does. It's called Prove Me Wrong. That's what he does. He debates people live, up close.
He dates the young kids.
Yeah, it's really gears toward the young generation, which he has a huge following with that young generation. So he was in Utah, of all places, Utah.
Well, that's probably right. That sounds about white.
He was at university. I believe it was Utah State.
I don't remember which one, but it was in
But he was in Utah. He was actually on stage talking. Before you know it, a shot rings out. He gets shot in the neck area, dies. Set off a complete political storm yesterday, all day on social media, Twitter, Facebook. So many people were saying, one, it's the Dems' fault. Two, his rhetoric, his tone, his hate speech. Three, he spoke a lot of hate and violence in his talks. So this is what he deserves. This is what he reaps. It's so many opinions out here. I'm going to let you go. How do you feel about everything? But my question to you is, because this is the burning question, because of what he believed in, which is conservatism, did he deserve to die no matter what he spoke about?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think. I think to me that's a given. I don't think in general. I think the majority of Americans, whether you're conservative or if you're not, I don't think anybody wants to see that kind of violence because of, your personal beliefs, right? I don't think that's what, quote unquote, America and what we try to say we were built off. I don't think that shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be a thing, right? I think that goes without saying. But in that same vein, we got to be careful though with, nobody should be murdered or assassinated for that kind of stuff. But also, we got to be just mindful of the messages that we're putting out there. Like, this is, to me, the sad thing about all this, bro, to me, is that, Charlie Kirk represents a sector of the country that wants to bring back, if we're honest, if we're going to be completely honest, they want to bring back what the country started as, right? The people came from Europe, okay? They got here and they were what you may consider degenerates in Europe. So they came here and they started a new country, and then they got, slaves to build the country. And it was always supposed to be a slave state. Like, niggas supposed to be in their place, right? And it's a sector of the country that's trying to do that, that's trying to hold on to that power that they once had, right? That's not the majority of the country, but it's a sector, a large sector that wants to maintain that type of ideology, right? And so it's, the sad thing is our country has come a long way to where, diversity is even as pro-black as you can be, to be able to live in a world that's diverse, to me, is a beautiful thing. Right, we don't have to all agree. We don't have to all believe. We don't have to eat the same things. We don't have to believe the same things. But we should be able to. I should be able to go by my neighbor, and they could be something totally different from me, and we have a respect for each other. Like, that's, and some of the things he said was so dismissive to other races, women, whatever your sexual orientation is. All that stuff is just like it can come off as hateful. And to a generation of kids that's growing up in a diverse world that's totally different than 50 years ago. And it's kind of like, I can look at my godson who's 16 years old, or 15 years old, and they going to school with their friends who, they white, they black, they Hispanic, they Asian. They just all hang out with each other. You got a younger person like Charlie Kirk who's trying to reach young people. You got a white boy at home sitting in his room. He never looked at his friends crazy, right? But he just happened to hear Carl Stairs, and he say, they trying to take down the white man and make us feel this. And now this little developing mind who is not fully developed, and he's looking like, man, especially in your teenage years, you're still learning, and you know how we all crazy when we in our teens. We just are. We all have a little cuckoo when we teens. We trying to grow into our adulthood, and then you still a child though. But and he's listening. He's like, all the blacks are this, and all the women are this. You got a teenage boy, so now he going to school with his friends, and he's like, he never looked at his friend like this. Crazy. But now if something happened, now he looking at him like, dang, man, Corey might be, what you call just talk about that. Corey might be on to something. Like, he did try to steal my pencil, and it just sets off a whole thing of mistruths. You know what I'm saying? Like, of hate for no reason, because most of these, they have to be taught that kind of hate. And most of these kids grew up in the suburbs, even in the suburbs, they growing up together, and they just know this is my friend. They ain't really, the friend being another race is secondary. So this just being my friend. But now it's like you're putting on the forefront of blacks are doing this, Asians are doing this, Hispanics are doing this, and they're trying to all come against white people. And it's just like, that's just not true. It's just not true. And it's just like, but you got if a developing mind hears that, bro, even in college, it's just you're tweaking their minds, and it just wasn't, to me, his messaging wasn't helping the country and moving us forward anyway. It's building a divide.
So his organization is huge.
It's building a divide.
He has a huge organization.
Very huge. Did you see the crowd?
Yeah.
It's like a football game.
The name of his organization is Turning Point USA.
Yes.
Which I have heard that. I just didn't know it was him.
Yeah.
But I spent 2 hours today, 2 hours researching Charlie Kirk. Because I just couldn't believe, from what I was seeing on social media last night, I just couldn't believe. I wanted to know why he was so beloved. I'm not even talking about the fact that he passed. I'm talking about why did he have so much following because of what he was saying. And it was so many people who were saying like he could potentially the 2028 Republican candidate for president. Sad. People really were saying like he's an American hero. He was bold enough to speak on what he believed.
It's people that hate gay people that say that.
You had a lot of that too.
Let's be honest.
It was people who, he's very anti-DEI.
Yeah.
He preached it He talked about wherever he went.
He's anti-DEI. He's anti, women rights. He's anti, what is it, LGBTQ, all that. He has, he has problems with all that. And you can have problems with all that.
And he was very close to the White House,
Yeah.
which also made me say, aha.
Yeah, that was Trump's little crony.
He was very close to the White House.
Yeah, he is the reason Trump won. One of the reasons, because he was responsible for a large amount of the younger people turning conservative.
Yep.
And my thing is, again, I have a problem with just straight out hate. I do. I just don't like it. It does not make me feel good. It doesn't. And again, not that somebody should be getting shot because you feel different, but hate speech to me is different than you having your own opinion about how you think the country should be run, but then spitting hate is just that's. And also too, I gotta say this: what irritated me more than anything is just these black leaders that had to feel like they had to say something. You ain't got to say nothing. You don't have to prove that you don't like murder. Most of us don't want to murder anyone. Most of us did not like seeing that man get murdered. That's a given.
Right.
I mean, most of us are not desensitized to the point to where it's just like, it's a given. But you also don't have to give a damn either if he wasn't in for you.
Right.
You think he would care if you got shot that same way?
No.
Be for real. And it's not to even be like, step on his ground. It's just to be like, stop trying to be like, you're on this moral high and, we're just because you don't care does not mean you're celebrating. There's a bunch of people that died that I have no connection to, so that I'm not celebrating, but I don't have any connection to them.
That's what I want to get into real quick. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't care, but I do care. Mm-hmm. I care because as a human, I don't want to see anybody killed.
No.
As much as I dislike Donald Trump, I didn't want to see him die.
Yeah, we're not
like
built that way.
I didn't want to see him die when he got shot.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk, I wasn't like, yeah, that's what he does. No.
Yeah.
But also, I didn't care.
Right.
Because again, it's almost like people say, "Oh, you shouldn't be killed for speaking your opinion of how you feel." Yeah, tell that to Fred Hampton's family.
Right.
But he wasn't even speaking hate, though.
Right. That's the thing, bro.
He wasn't speaking hate.
That's the thing.
But he was murdered, killed because of what he was trying to do for his own people.
And not just more than even probably not more. I can't say more, but just as much as Martin Luther King, Fred Hampton, who was another young person, he was like 21 years old.
21 years old, he died.
But he was they killed him because he was bringing together, for real, all races. Like people that were, if you were poor people, no matter what color you was, if you ever look at a Fred Hampton rally, it's white people, it's Hispanics, it's Asian, everybody was really welcome there, and they was all like, and that's why he said more power to the people. He wasn't just saying black people. He said more power to the people. And he was saying more power to all of us in the community, not the people in charge who were trying to hoard the riches and hoard and take advantage of us. Power back to the people. That's why they started food programs, all that stuff, and community programs, because we ain't gonna depend on the government. We're gonna do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's not what Charlie Kirk was preaching. And it's what bothers me too. I'm sorry to go this soapbox, but these Christian people, just because he don't like gays don't make him a Christian. That's not what Christ is about. That's just foolishness. Like, to be like, oh, he died because of Christian values. No, that's not the black Jesus that I know. Jesus, okay? Jesus is love, okay? He preached love. What are we talking about? The Bible literally says...
Evangelist Tise here.
The Bible literally says God is love, okay? What better... How do you know we're Christians? By our love. That's the only measurement we have for Christianity. It's by our love. Not because you hate gays, you hate trans, you hate blacks, you hate, women talking. That's not what Jesus preached. So to be like, he died because he had conservative beliefs. No, he did not. I have conservative beliefs. I'm a Christian. There's some things I don't agree with, but I don't hate people for them. I don't want to see them dead because I have my own Christian beliefs. Everybody ain't a Christian. That's supposed to be the beauty of America. True. Is that I can be my own little Christian bubble. You can be in your own atheist bubble. You can be in your Islam bubble. You can be wherever you want to be, and we just can coexist, and we ain't gotta bother each other.
I feel
that's
like
supposed to be the beauty of America.
But my thing with, and this is my last point about Charlie Kirk. When you watched him talk,
very dismissive.
He was not only was he dismissive, he was very, very deep in what he believed in when it comes to diversity, equity, and inequality.
He said black women don't have the brain power to. There's no way the new Supreme Justice Kataji. There's no way she had the brain power, to be a justice. And then she's a DEI hire,
and they took white jobs.
And that's the thing too that always pisses me off.
But he said that, and everywhere he goes and talks,
people believe that, bro.
So this is my point. And then something else that he talked about is that he says that 75% of black households, the man is not there.
It's a lie.
He gets them pregnant, then he leaves.
It's a lie.
That's 75%. But that's not true.
It's a lie.
But here's the thing. He never comes off and says he's racist like the other ones do. Mm-hmm. What he does, he says stuff. It's the undertone.
He says half truths. He'll say something, one thing that may be true, and then he'll say a screwed statistic.
Like he messed up the prison stats.
Yeah.
He said the prisons in America are populations half are black. That's not true.
It's not true. Not even by but it's we're not even half the population. But he's saying that. But then he said if I saw a black pilot, I'd be wondering.
He said he's wondering, right? Yeah.
Did you take a white job? So are you telling me, sir, that only white people can fly the plane? Are you dumb? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you dense? Knowing that anybody else, because of white privilege, just because of being white, period. That's the thing too. Is the delusion of that's not a real thing. I know white people that understand it's a thing. It's a real thing, and they be like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They're not blaming black people or all that stuff. It's just they understand I have a privilege that you don't. By being white alone. So if you have another race that's in these mostly white spaces, you better know they had to work 10 times harder just to get in there. So for me, if I see a black pilot, I'm thinking he's damn good, because I know his black ass had to go through hell and high water to get up in, just to get up in the school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for him to be in there to pass, I want to be on the black pilot's plane. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he had to work hard to get to even get a chance. It's unfortunate, but that's the reality that we live in.
Listen,
they're trying to rewrite history, bro.
They are, and he was pushing that, which was also a message. Donald Trump. He was pushing that too, which is why Kirk and him are buddy. Yeah. But I do know also this, and I'm done. He does have kids.
Sure.
He does have a wife.
Yeah.
And whether we want to agree or not, no matter if you're a mass murderer, John Wayne Gacy had a family too that loved him. Jeffrey Dahmer, crazy ass, had a family too that loved him. Mm-hmm. Hell, fucking the worst person in the world have a family that loved him despite he or she being fucking demonic. Mm-hmm. My thing is this: nobody deserves to die.
Yeah.
At any point.
For what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand on that hill forever. Yeah. I just don't believe that.
That's the image we don't want in this country.
We don't want that.
That's the image we don't want.
Because if that's the case, it's a lot of shit that people say,
all the time.
All the time, and they can be clipped at any moment.
That's the thing that's scary, bro.
moment.
That's a scary thing. That's what I'm saying, that you don't want to see that in this country because you don't like what he's saying. To me, like you said, when people say hey, it's background noise. I listen to stuff because you just want to be aware of things, but he's not talking to me, so I'm not gonna follow him. You know what I'm saying? So if his death doesn't mean the same thing, but you don't ever want to see that image of, especially, you know, in this college campus, kids seeing that, it's just like,
how many college campus shootings we heard of? Now we got this yesterday.
But that's not the road we should be on as Americans.
No, we shouldn't
and
be.
It's sad that I feel like there's certain people in the country that are using this to incite more violence, and it's just messed up because that's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see. Somebody, you can have totally different beliefs, but just getting clipped because you don't like, you know, trans and all that stuff. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Because that's like you said, it's so many people who have that. So what we're gonna do is shoot everybody?
Yeah, people say some wild shit out here.
That's like it's the violence thing in our country, bro. America has a violence problem. America has a violence problem. We have a gun problem, and we keep trying to act like we don't. I mean, this man was in the middle of a speech talking about guns.
Because
mid-sentence, he got shot.
Because what do Americans love? What's the Americans' favorite amendment?
What, the second?
I rest my case.
Yeah, we always talking about militias, and that's what I'm saying.
Rest my case.
That goes back to the history of this country. But when you take books out, you don't want kids to really learn the history and why we had militias and all this stuff. It's, again, we're trying to rewrite history, and you know, it's doing disservice to us as a country.
And whatever you say, there could be some consequences.
Yeah.
Somebody can run
and
up
you
on
don't have to. The thing is, so you don't have to. You should not be feeling like you have to. You should feel bad as a human, because that's the thing too, bro. In general, if somebody was in here, got shot right in front of us, no matter what race he is, we could feel a certain way.
Yeah.
We feel like
Yeah.
if you really got a human bone in you, you'd be like, damn, you know, it's what the heck just happened? You would feel something.
Right.
It's just, and it's the same way with him getting shot. It's like, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, I couldn't believe I saw that. You know
I
what
couldn't
I'm
believe
saying?
I saw it either.
And
Did you see it, Sound Guy? I just couldn't believe at first I was like, this shit cannot be real. That's how it looks, so crazy.
You know, it reminded me when I saw that blood, it reminded me when I saw the videos of how when JFK got shot.
Yeah.
And I saw his brains fall out his head, and I was like, this was an assassin. Like, oh, this wasn't just some rank, somebody can shoot. Shot him.
Somebody
They
can
shot
shoot.
him in the neck where they knew it was going to.
Somebody know how to shoot. But it's a lot of people out here know how to shoot, though.
Yeah.
A lot of people out here
And
know
you
how to
just,
shoot.
again, back to what you were saying, you got to be careful about the messaging. But even without the messaging, that's not how people should be going out. No. If he died from a heart attack, that's different. You know what I'm saying? He died from something else, you know, but just because, don't listen to him. I mean,
keep scrolling.
It's that simple.
Keep
scrolling. Don't, you know, I mean, again, it's no, it's not a message you want to the masses, but at the same time, like,
Sound, let me get an air horn, man. All right. Last topic before we get out of here.
Oh Lord, what's this?
Breezy Bowl. Breezy Bowl has swept the nation this year.
Did you do the dance?
No, I don't know how to do the dance. I'm not even going to try to do the dance. So the concert has been great. Everybody I know who's seen it, I hear people talk about it. They say it's one of the best concerts probably in the last 20 years.
Okay.
So with that being said, I have to ask this question before we get out of here. Is Chris Brown the greatest entertainer of all time?
No. It's fake news. It's fake news.
So you're saying this is just what I call it, prisoner of the moment?
Prisoner of the moment.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I was gonna be like Charles Barkley, be like, is Michael Jackson dead? But he is dead.
He is dead.
So
Yeah.
I gotta say that. But is
Ouch.
Beyonce dead? No. I mean, like, Chris Brown is a hell of a. But Chris Brown would tell you he's not better than Beyonce and Michael Jackson. He literally made a post about that and saying they are the blueprint. Mm-hmm. Beyonce, Usher, Michael Michael Jackson, he said he studied them, and he's like, they will always be my blueprint. I will never be better than them because I looked up to them. So no, and it's just even without that, you know, I just don't think he performed. You know what? I just think he's a hell of a performer. But if I had to, you had $1. This is what they used to say. You have $1. Who you picking, bro? Are you gonna pick Chris Brown over the other three? Over Beyonce and Michael Jackson?
No.
No.
If I had $1, I'm picking Michael Jackson.
I'm picking Michael
And
Jackson.
you can call me old head or whatever, but I know what I saw when I was a shorty.
Yeah.
I've never seen a man walk out to a crowd of 100,000+ people,
just standing
and
there.
he stood there, and these white motherfuckers passed out crying. They had to take him out.
Yes.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Stretchers.
Yes. We
I've
would never
never
see
seen
it
that.
again.
He didn't even say a word. He just stood there and looked.
Yes.
And they passing out.
Yes.
People crying. Right? Took off his and they crying.
That's insane.
So to me,
yeah. Unless Chris Brown doing that, I'm sorry. Nobody's doing that.
To me, Michael Jackson's gonna be number one.
No.
Especially not white folks.
No.
They not doing that.
No.
And
They ain't doing that even at Taylor Swift concert.
he just stood there and they was crying.
Yes.
Past faint. How do you faint? I don't know.
The people
I don't
were crying and jump. It was, and it wasn't just here, bro. It was everywhere he went.
Everywhere.
That's insane. No matter what color Michael Jackson was.
Yes. In the world.
Yes, in the world. That's insane.
For me, it's always going to be MJ. I'm nostalgic or whatever.
MJ is the
I'm an
GOAT.
old head, but I know what I saw.
MJ is
I
the
can't.
GOAT.
I can't get that out of my mind.
He's the top. And to me, Beyonce and you listen. When I went to Beyonce, listen. Nobody's pissing about Beyonce, but I'm gonna tell you this though, Mike. I gotta be honest. I went to Beyonce concert. I'm in the Beehive now. I told you. I am a believer. I saw her and I was like, oh my God, who is this lady? Like and then to do it at this age, Beyonce, listen, she is not to be played with. She is the queen bee for real.
I ain't gonna lie. I've seen her like 6 times.
Yes.
As a man, I'm telling you, as a man.
And her microphone is on.
Yes. As a man, when you go to that show, forget what surrounds you and like what you see. People there, you see all type of walks of life there. But when you watch her perform, as a man, you sitting there going, "How in the hell does she do this?"
Yes.
And she don't even look like she's sweating.
Yes.
And it's nonstop, Mike. Ain't no intermission.
Yeah.
Ain't no. She
2 hours straight.
2 hours straight.
All she's doing is changing her clothes.
That's all she doing.
She's one of the
So
greats.
for me, he's still not better than her in terms of performance.
Hell, I saw Usher at his skates. Okay.
Now, I don't care what nobody say. That's impressive to do a whole concert in skates.
Listen.
2 hours, Mike. 2 hours.
I saw Usher. Listen, the last time I skated, I broke my arm.
Yeah, you sure did. You sure did. Yeah, you sure
I
did.
broke my arm.
Yeah.
My ass has not been on skates since then, and I will not get back on skates because I was good and grown when that happened. Like, I spent my whole childhood with all my limbs, and I get my old ass on some skates, and I fell and was like, man, what are you doing? Yeah, so I'm done with skates. But Usher put on a good... I saw Usher twice, and... he's flawless too.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
And his microphone, and what I love about all of them too is just that I love that people have to put some respect on Chicago musicians' name. All of them got Chicago musicians on their set, Chicago singers, and when Usher came, like half his band is like from Chicago.
Yep.
When Beyonce, Jay-Z, all of them have Chicago heavy hitters, and it's just like put some respect on Chicago musicians' name because your favorite artist probably got a Chicago musician. Whether they playing the drums, whether they playing the bass, they playing the lead guitar, playing the piano. I guarantee you, one of them or a singer, they from Chicago. Chicago is we are that.
We are that.
We are that when it comes to music.
Yeah, the sound guy. Right, exactly.
Stop playing.
Exactly.
Stop playing.
Stop playing with his name.
Stop playing.
Stop playing.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
So who your top 4?
My top 4 performers?
Yeah.
So Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Beyonce.
Okay.
Usher.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Prince.
Damn, that's my 4.
That's how
Damn,
I'm
that's my
Prince.
4.
I'm gonna go with Prince, and I'm gonna tell you something. Shout out to my mama and my auntie. They are Prince. You know how we do about like Usher?
Yeah.
That's how they do about Prince.
About Prince.
They're like fan. They
fanned out.
Yes.
Yeah.
They fan out.
Prince
about
put on
him.
the show though.
Prince put on
Prince
the show.
put on the show.
Prince put on the show.
That little motherfucker, he put on the show.
He's
boy.
the most. What they call him? He's so pretty. But
Yeah. Yeah. I would never look into his eyes though.
No, you can't.
That's
look
the running
Chris
joke.
eyes.
Remember that? Dave Chappelle.
Jamie Foxx said that.
JB Foxx. Yeah.
He's like he looked at. He's like he floated past me.
Yeah. Don't look into them eyes.
Don't look at Prince.
So yeah, that's actually my same 4.
That's my
That's my 4. But look, I heard Breezy give people 2.5, almost 3 hours.
I probably put a good show
almost
on.
over damn near 80 songs.
Yeah.
And he don't.
That's what Chris Brown concerts to me probably feel like a Scott Brand because he got so many songs.
Yeah. So people say it was
Yeah.
worth the money, and I'm
Yeah.
sure it was.
Yeah.
But for me, I ain't ready to say he the greatest. I can't
I ain't
say
either.
it. Now, maybe he can have a seat at the table one day. Probably so.
I think he's one of the greats, but
he ain't in my top 4 yet. And just
that's you know what, bro. Too. Just thinking about this is that after Chris Brown, who's next?
that's true. Who?
It's like
who
the-
performing like that?
Who's performing like that? It's like the age of performing and being
Yeah.
able to like it's like gone. It's like after Chris Brown, I don't know. And maybe it isn't just maybe it's just out of our like age range, but I don't know anybody else that's performing on that level.
I don't either. But my 4, like I said, I know what I saw when I saw Michael Jackson. I know what I saw when I saw Beyonce.
Yeah.
I know what I saw when I saw Usher in Vegas.
Yeah.
And then in Prince, I already know. Like I know. I just know. I know what I seen.
Yeah.
So
I saw Prince Super Bowl performance as one of the best performances I ever seen.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
wish I would have saw him live, but that's one of the best performances I ever seen. And yeah.
Well, Breezy, he'll be, like you said, I don't know who's gonna come behind him after this because he's probably the last one because nobody else.
Somebody gotta come because
But you need a catalog. That's the thing.
that's the part too.
He has the
That's
catalog.
part too. Yeah. Breezy got a catalog. Breezy got them
You can't
hits.
be up there on that level without a catalog.
Yeah.
Everybody we know has a catalog of music.
That's true, bro. I don't know. Like when it comes to R, because it's so much music being put out, bro. Like anybody can put out music like at any moment.
Yeah.
So when music drops on like Thursday and Friday, like on Apple, it's just like so many
much.
artists, and it's just like you don't have record companies anymore, so you don't really have.
That's true.
You have
True.
them, but they're not like the.
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's just like the record companies.
Ain't no
the-
promotion like it used to be. They
that
out there.
part.
Yeah, I know
the
what you're
record
saying.
companies was the ones responsible for creating this artist, creating this person that
Artist
we love.
development, all that.
They don't have
yeah,
that.
They
No
don't
more.
have that.
Yeah.
All right, Sal. Let me hit the intro too.
You are now listening to Some of This, Some of That podcast.
Before we wrap, make sure you guys subscribe to the pod. Some of this, some of that podcast. We on YouTube. Make sure you follow the page. Leave us a comment. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you follow the IG page, SOTSOTPOD. You can follow me on Instagram at Coach Mo. I'm on Twitter, Coach Moses. Tise, tell them where they can find you.
Same. I'm on Instagram. I think it's Tise81. And that's really all I'm on now. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube. I'm old now.
You old.
And I'm on Facebook. But I also want to just say this too. This is just neither here nor there, but I did win the first week of fantasy.
Oh, God.
In the confidence pool. Hop it up for me. Stop playing with me.
Oh,
Stop playing with me. I won. Run me my money. Just give me my money. I got all my picks in early, so I'm hoping for a week 2 win too. So shout out to my family. I will be taking y'all funds next week as well.
I hope your quarterback goes down week 2.
Don't do that, because you know what? For 2 years in a row, I had like number 1 pick, and I picked Christian McCaffrey, and I said I'll never pick his ass again. And this year I did not pick him. And I won the first week. I was smart. I was like, okay, you know what? You learned from something. Yeah, I did not pick him this year, because every year he's always high, and then you pick him and he's like injured half the season.
Hey,
so
can't trust him.
So yeah, shout out to all the fantasy players.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is episode 190.
120.
I'm sorry, 120. Damn.
What is in your cup?
Oh,
We be at 190.
it's definitely something in my cup, in this red cup, everybody. Episode 120. Make sure it's going to drop in a couple days. So when it does, make sure you guys go ahead and listen to it. Leave us a comment.
For sure.
Like it, share it. Some of this, some of that podcast. We'll be back again next week.
See ya.
Some of this, some of that podcast.